Hello everybody and welcome back to the Viper's Pit. I'm your host Pit Viper 327, and today we got thrift store finds as well as one mail call from eBay. And let's start off with the first one right here. This is a brachiosaur, as you can see, and this is actually, I would call it like a knockoff from Schlegg, even though it doesn't have it printed right here, but it does feel like it. Almost has a similar quality to it, like you can see. And of course, it's actually in very good shape and condition. So, like you can see, there's just a little rub, but that can be taken care of. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go on to the next dinosaur. And we got a Stegosaurus. Of course, this is actually made in China. It's kind of a little squeezy. And you can see, I can't tell exactly who actually made it, but I know it's usually made in China. So, nice and red. Yeah, my girlfriend likes them, so that's her favorite dinosaur in the making. And, of course, right over here, we have another brachie, and this one is actually from Aladar. And actually, this one came from McDonald's, and it was actually produced back in the year 2000. So you'd be able to find these guys back in the day with the Happy Meal. So let's go on with another dino. And, of course, we actually have a blue mask from Jurassic World. As you can see, here, smile. There, you can see. You can see a smile in here and there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, she wanted to pick it up because she's been collecting some of these masks. Because there's people that cosplay dinosaurs, so she probably has an idea about it. So, as you can see, it's in really good shape. I got this one for about $2.99. Alrighty, next, we got over here. I'm going to take this out and, yeah, the Ghostbuster trap. So you can see right here. Actually, this one was made by Mattel. And I have to fix the doors because they actually are popping up. So I actually noticed that there are screws right here. So I'll be working on that as well to see if I can get it going. There's supposed to be a battery compartment somewhere. So I got to figure out where exactly that's at. And let's turn it on. Okay. Actually, like I said, it has the batteries and it lights up. And let me go ahead and see if I can close the doors and then have it make a noise. And there you go. We got little green LEDs on the inside. And of course, we got the power meter right over here. And we got the red light flashing over there. And we got ghosts screaming, as you can hear in the background. I believe that this button right here is supposed to be for the doors to open up and close. So, with that being said, looks like I'm going to have to get in there and see what's wrong with it. And I picked it up for a good price at Goodwill for $2.99. Alrighty. Next, we happen to have this, actually, I believe is a 12-inch Wonder Woman. And, yeah, it looks like Gal Gadot. And, of course, this was made by Mattel. So, actually, it looks pretty good. And, of course, there's actually points of articulation right here on the shoulder, the arms, and, of course, the legs as well. So, alright, we got that. And, of course, we got a Halloween Stitch that my girlfriend wanted. And, of course, picked this one up for about $2.99. So, this was exclusive from Build-A-Bear. You can find the sign right here. And this was actually picked up at Goodwill for that price. And, of course, it says right here, Wicked Mischief on the foot as well. So, and, of course, he does actually have a little button in here that makes his heart go thump, 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 thump. You might not be able to hear it, but it does make that sound. So it's got a very strong battery. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Okay. What we got over here is something interesting that we both saw. And with that being said, this is actually a Native American basket. As you can see by the detail of it and everything. Very fine crafted. Actually lightly used, but overall, it's in great shape. Something like this would be going for about $56 out on the secondary market. We picked this one up for $1 over at a place called Desert Industries. So, yeah, let me show you the back side here. As you can see, yeah, very nicely detailed and made. With that being said, this is actually coming from the tribe out residing between Arizona and Mexico. So that's where it came from at this point in time. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to the next item. Actually, I bought me a scientific calculator by Sharp. So I'm going to have to check and see if this actually works. I'll probably be going ahead and reselling it later. So actually, it looks like it's got some other stuff that's complete, so it needs batteries. I'll have to check that one. Okay, and from eBay, I got a couple of things in here that I picked up. Let's see what we got. All right, my girlfriend is rolling out the first item, and I gotta open it up, so I can't open it up right now with one hand. So, all right. Okay, we got right here is Gung Ho and his blues. He actually has a little bit of an issue, but I'll probably be working with him. Other than that, I'll be doing like a customization of this Gung Ho later on, so I'll let you know how that goes and let you know what I come up with. So that's going to be a secret. So, all right, and of course, I got another thing. And here it is. I got me another Cylon. Yeah, so I'm going to be painting him up and everything, so get him restored to all his glory. Actually, the arms are in pretty good shape, so they actually aren't moving loosely, so I don't have to worry about getting in there and, of course, prying it open so then I can get those arms tightened up. So overall, I was told that it was supposed to be a gold Cylon, but the seller gave me a silver Cylon. So it could have been on their end that they goofed up, but I'll have to check the listing on that again. But overall, I'm not going to return it. I'm going to keep it so I can do some custom work on this guy. And here we go. Let's go ahead, and that's it for all the stuff we got. And I'd like to say thank you, everybody, for getting me to 500 subscribers, and I'll be announcing when I'm going to be doing a little giveaway for that, so stay tuned. I'm also trying to put together one of my videos that I did for putting together the grunt arms. That was my consignment work, so I'll keep you guys posted when I get that done and post that there. There won't be any. I'm going to also notify everybody here on YouTube when I decide saying that there won't be any videos released during a certain week. So that way it gives me enough time to catch up on real life matters. And speaking of that, I did have a real life matter the previous weekend where this windshield was actually destroyed by a female at the park. And as you can see, I did get it replaced. So that unfortunately set me back a bit on the money, so bear with me on that, because $250 for the deductible is what did me in, so I kind of had to scrape by for a little bit, so that's why I haven't been picking up certain things here and there, just to let you guys know. So I apologize if I haven't been up to date on the videos, but rest assured, I'll try to do what I can, but bear with me as well, because I'm not going to be making too many videos once August hits, because by that time, in the later part of August, my girlfriend and I are going to be going back to school, so then that way we can focus on our studies. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching the Viper's Pit. Everybody have a great week. By your command. Okay.